how to know when your baby is getting enough breast milk. I'm sitting here with Alison Edgecombe, and she's a lactation consultant, and she's here to help us mums know, because especially when you're a first-time mum, you know, you don't know if has baby got enough food, you know, so how can we tell?
So that's probably the question I get asked the most in my job. So, and it's an important question. It's really important to know that baby's getting the nourishment that they need. So there's simple ways to know. And I always say to mums, just go back to your basics.
Right.
So once your milk supply has established, you'll be able to feel that your breast is heavier and more full than it usually is.
Right.
And that means that it's storing milk. When the baby feeds, your baby softens the breast and drains the milk.
Yeah.
So I always say to the mum...
That's an indicator, guys.
That's right.
I remember that as a mum of twins. My breast went really hard, and then when I would pop them on, it would release and it would feel really good, and then it would be soft again. So that's a good signal.
So once you've got all those things like the correct latch and your position sorted, then just go back to your basics. Is it comfortable? Can I hear my baby swallowing?
Right.
Then you know they're getting the milk if they're swallowing.
Okay.
Is my breast getting softer? And are they settled after the feed?
Okay.
So if they're nice and settled, you know they've had enough. Babies are pretty good at letting us know if they haven't had enough to drink.
Do you just keep them on until, you know?
Yeah, look...
Is there a time? Or?
Yeah, and I always say be guided by your baby and not so much the clock.
Okay.
So we sort of promote baby-led feeding. Some people are more routine with their feeds, but if you're guided by your baby will tell you when they've had enough, and each feed will be different.
Okay.
As long as you can tell that the baby's actually drained the milk and softened the breast, that's the best way that they've actually drained the milk.
And the brain's great because it remembers how much milk the baby needs. Is that right? Because I remember having twins, and then my next baby, the third baby, the milk was pretty much the same supply as the twins, but I didn't need all that because I only had one baby. And so then it trains itself again on your milk supply. So it's amazing.
It's a supply and demand.
Yeah.
So your breast will refill to what the baby's needing, and you'll always have a bit of residual milk left in your breast even after the baby's fed. Right. So another good way to know that the baby's had enough is, one, are they settled, or are they still crying and wanting more? But also looking at their output. What goes in has to come out. Right. We want at least 6 wet nappies a day. And then what are their poos like? Right. Are their poos nice and soft? Yeah. And are their poos a nice yellowy colour? Okay. So yellow colour means they're getting the nice creamy milk. Right. So that's what we're looking for. That's a great indicator, right? Looking at their stool colour. And, that's right. And so what colour should we be thinking, oh no, baby's not getting enough? That's right. And nice, good, wet, heavy nappies. Right. That you can tell that what's going in is coming out. And obviously the main indication as well is, are they putting on weight? Okay. So when you go and see your early childhood nurse, or you have your follow-ups with your paediatrician, if baby's putting on weight, then you know that they're getting what they need. Yeah, I think breast, it was great in the sense that, you know, any time the baby was crying, I just popped them on. Just pop them on, if you can. Thank you so much, Alison. I hope that's helped you. Keep it locked right here at Mums at the Table.